Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Horror Herald. Today, in this special episode, we are reviewing... Didn't say that right, did I? Review... Lori, say it.
Reviewing? We're reviewing?
Reviewing... Can't... God no. Okay. We are reviewing the new film, Us, which came out recently, and... Basically, Us, and if I talk about its synopsis, it's a story that's just came out, new horror film. It's really good, and the synopsis goes like this. Accompanied by her husband, son, and daughter, Adelaide Wilson returns to the beachfront home where she grew up as a child. Haunted by a traumatic experience from the past, Adelaide grows increasingly concerned that something bad is going to happen. Her worst fears soon become a reality when four masked strangers descend upon the house, forcing the Wilsons into a fight for survival. When the masks come off, the family is horrified to learn that each attacker takes the appearance of one of them. So...
When the mask?
I don't know.
There's only one mask.
There's only one mask, but I don't know. They've been in the shadows. I don't know. So basically, the new Us movie is another film made by Jordan Peele, who's been doing some great films recently.
Get Out.
Get Out was great, but it ain't no sequel to Get Out. But it's great. It's really great.
It was in the same universe.
Maybe, I don't know.
What if the...
Basically, the cast is Lupita Nyong'o, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, and Winston Duke, and it's been produced by Blumhouse, which do fantastic horror films, and some not so fantastic, but it's a great company, and Monkey Paw Productions, which I only now kind of heard about, and I think it kind of was... I'm not sure if it is a Jordan Peele company.
Because it was the T.
It felt like a Jordan Peele company.
I think it's Jordan Peele
but
company.
Yeah. It might be. So basically, Us came out. We just watched it recently, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched it like literally
a couple hours
an hour ago.
Maybe an hour ago. Just we didn't watch it an hour ago. We finished it like maybe.
So it's fresh in our brains.
Fresh in our brains. We haven't even taken notes, but
what are our general feeling about the film?
Yeah. Okay. So. I really liked it. I think it was really good, and I'll get to that. But I straight off the bat think it was really good.
I was excited throughout the whole film.
Oh yeah, it was a ride.
I leaned over and went, I'm excited.
No, I honestly really love this film, and wow. I loved it more than I thought it would be. I mean, it's so great.
I thought I would like it, but like I had no idea it would be on this scale. I had no idea it was so smart. I had forgot that Get Out was so smart. I forgot this film was so smart.
I mean, I love this film, and I really love this film, and I heard all this like great praise for it, so I knew I was gonna watch a good
I didn't hear
thing.
much. I didn't see any reviews for it.
Like I heard people going like, "This is the greatest horror film of all time," and I wouldn't. I don't know, but like I definitely liked it. So like I heard all these great reviews, like, "Oh, it's so great," and I didn't want that to like make me disappointed if I see it. So okay, I'll treat it as any film, and it's pretty good. I really like the film.
I didn't have any expectations for it, except for it's a Jordan Peele film, and the last one was great.
Get Out was amazing.
Yeah,
I loved Get Out.
I remember going to you, and I'm excited because I was when I watch a film, when I know I like it, and I do this cheeky smile, like like in a movie, I would be watching it, and I would just, if it's like a really scary scene's about to happen, I would just smile, and I smiled throughout this whole film.
Yeah.
People behind us were yelling and screaming because
I don't think they've seen a horror film before.
Yeah,
I mean,
they've seen a horror film
before.
Like,
geez.
Like a person would like move out of frame and they'd be like...
like blood dripped from something and they're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like,
it was kind of weird.
Like half of me thought like, have they seen this film before? And are they like aware that something's about to happen? But no, they were just screaming
scared
at
each other and stuff.
The smallest things. And I don't think they were criticizing the film. I think
they were just generally scared.
It
wasn't... I'm not going to say it was the scariest film I've ever seen. It's not the scare. It's not... It's intense. It's more intense.
I know. Oh yeah. I mean, it didn't like scare me the most, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Get Out didn't scare me, but I was interested in it. It was intense, and like the running scene, it was just... It grabbed you, and you just never wanted to stop watching.
Like there wasn't a bit where I was like, "Oh God, I don't want to look. I'm gonna look down." I'm not like, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Like it's really eye grab. I really
you just
liked
don't want
it.
to look away. I had to go to the toilet at the beginning, but I was like, I can't look away. And just my eyes were just drawn to it.
And then he went to the toilet.
No, I didn't. I stayed,
and went
And
to the toilet.
No, I forgot. No, I didn't. Stop. Don't lie.
No. He didn't go
No,
to the toilet
I
himself.
completely forgot about me
Sorry
having
about
doing a
that joke.
pee.
That was bad.
I forgot I had to do a pee because I was so.
No.
It was funny.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
was
It was very funny.
very funny.
And I get like because you
It's
know how
Jordan Peele is
you
a
know how
comedy
Oscars
guy.
like don't have like a horror subcategory. It has
Yeah.
like comedy. Maybe it's like, hey,
Yeah.
here's my chance. I'll write in jokes.
It's freaking hilarious.
No, but it was like funny. It was a. I think if I would describe it in like 3 words, I can't. Why am I choosing words that start with R? I can't even.
What?
A ride.
A ride?
Yep. It was a big.
It was a ride.
It's a big.
I say it didn't
wide.
take itself very seriously. Like in the in some of the scenes, I could tell that effort was put into it and it was serious.
Yeah.
But then like you could tell they were just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Yeah.
that kind of drew me out of it at some scenes. Like when like obviously they the shadow people copies, they can't. There's not really a big spoiler, but they can't speak very much.
The us.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
us.
The us.
They make these high pitched noises, which kind of brought me out of it with the one guy in the robe when he started screaming at nothing. It's kind of funny. I get
But-
that, but it kind of brought me out of it. But that's the only criticism I have for this film generally is that at some things it just brought me out because it was just like it went too funny or went too wacky.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I watch the rest, I completely forget about it because it's just a giant ride.
Yeah, it had a lot of comedy stuff, but yeah, this film just felt like a journey, you know, like you were going through, and you felt I felt really immersed, like, oh yeah, I'm with these
felt for the
people, they're doing
characters.
this by step. They didn't
They're
skip like
smart.
huge chunks of time, like
Yeah.
there weren't bits where they're like, oh, we did this little scene here, and then we're gonna skip to that, like they made the scene long, like how it would actually go, and like, and I really liked it, so let's talk about. So that's kind of the general film. Let's talk about what we loved. So let's
What we loved. I loved how it sounded. I don't know why. At the beginning of the film, I loved just the whistling because there's whistling part. There's clicking. There's little like
sound design
diegetic and
was good.
non-diegetic sounds. Smart words in there.
Oh yeah, we're big boys. We know our
big
film
boy
language.
boys. Those sounds in it, and I was like, I've never noticed really sound in film before, except for in like some other films. But I noticed, I was like, this sounds good, and it's kind of a weird compliment, but it's a good compliment to hear that your film sounds good.
I also sound was great. They have this bit, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is a spoiler. I mean, it is kind of a spoiler, but like it's not really much of. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say exactly what they are, but there are flashbacks in this film.
Yeah.
There are flashbacks in this film, and I think they dealt with them really well.
Yeah. They weren't constantly going towards the flashbacks. They were like they're sparing. Like when you needed to be a flashback to the flashback.
And you could you can tell that that's a flashback. Like
and
with
it wasn't
other
like
films.
there wasn't flashback.
Yeah.
Then to normal.
Like
to
you weren't
present,
ever
flashback.
confused with the flashbacks. Like I'm gonna just say this for example of like when I did get confused with flashbacks, and I know you like this film, but in Saw 5, in one of the Saw films, they would have
I
a
can
bunch
agree.
of flashbacks, and you don't know if that's the present or you don't know if that was what's going on. You just assume it's the same scene, and it's really confusing. But with this, they handled their flashbacks kind of well.
Definitely.
And I mean, not kind of well, they did. But I mean, we're just saying these kind of things. They did loads of other stuff well. Like music was great. Like
The music.
how they used it and it was good.
The music was so sparing.
Yeah, there was very much like in every like Jordan Peele film, they had the kind of the same like
Like in the beginning it was like, oh, Sarah, something like that. Sarah.
Oh no,
Something
that
about
sounded
Sarah.
weird.
No, don't do that. It kind of like
ooga. You know.
Stop saying ooga.
No, not that. No, sorry, that sounded weird. You know Coraline? If you've ever seen Coraline, guys, the music in Coraline is very much like the music in this, like da 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 da. Oh, da, da, da.
Keep going.
Like I can't.
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
Keep going.
It's like beedo beedo ba da ba boom ba da.
Yeah, that like at the like in Get Out. If you ever
Get Out.
everyone's seen Get Out, right?
I hope
Most
so.
everyone's seen Get Out.
I hope so.
You have to see Get Out.
You got to.
You see it right now.
Now.
There's a sleeve coming out of that closet, and it's scaring me.
That's okay.
It's scary. Anyway,
Do-
like in Get Out, like when they're driving in the car, and the logo that says Get Out. Leo's also looking at his
Oh,
camera.
yeah. Sorry. The title, not the title number, the title card. The title card.
Lee, you're wearing your headphone.
When it
backwards.
says that, no, okay, don't unimmerse the. Stop. Yeah, the title card. The title card. Yeah, whenever the thing that connected a lot of it was that music, and I great use of music, and the music wasn't there when it wasn't there when it wasn't needed to be there.
Sparing, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and the music was great. But let's also talk about some of the most visual stuff. Like I really believe first off, the acting was really good.
Yeah. It went over the top when it needed to go over the top, like with the clone, the us people.
Yeah, sometimes they were funny. Like a lot of them are kind of like that, like a certain one that like moved around like crawling, just copying a guy who's like in pain, and they were like really.
It's like funny, but in a creepy way. You know, like you laugh at it, but you kind of like nervous laughter. You're
there
like,
was moments where you go like, ha, and then like, oh.
Yeah, this film had a really good way of drawing me in. Like I would be watching, and I've never gone like, oh shit, and like, oh no god, to like a scene that's been going on when I'm looking. Usually I'm like, oh, it's the movie. I'm like, okay, but because the movie set up these characters so well, like the dad, best character.
Yeah, the dad.
The dad, like when what happened to him, I'm like, no, leave him alone.
Yeah.
You're like,
oh yeah, they made us care about the characters. Yeah. Which is great. That's always you were hearing.
And they're smart.
Yeah, the characters are smart.
Some decisions I'm like, okay, I wouldn't make that, but I'm not in that position.
Honestly,
to make
when
that.
I was watching, I don't think there was one decision they made was like, oh my god, don't do that. This is just a horror trope right here.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
Like there'll be decisions I'm like, oh, I would have done that a bit differently, but it doesn't really matter.
The kids were quite smart.
Yeah, like Jacob, the guy in the Wookiee mask.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason Derulo. I'm sorry.
Jason Derulo.
In cinema, Leo usually never went. Jason Derulo. Yeah. And I was like, I was gonna say that to you. God damn it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. They're really smart, and also, they weren't like super cliches. Like the girl was on her phone.
Yeah, but
like, they weren't like clichéing that.
Yeah.
Like they weren't going, oh, don't you get like a life? Like they weren't doing stuff
They're
like
just like,
that.
oh, she's just on her phone, and then like, and it was needed because they called the police.
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy because there's loads of.
I was so expecting it to be like the teenager, like
a teenager,
angsty.
you like always on your phone. You can't live without your phone. Like, no, that wasn't in this film. And loads of great stuff. And there was also just like really funny jokes. Let's talk about the dad for a second. Just when he got out of the car and like dabbed.
and I'm glad that they're like, it was cringy. They said, yes, this is cringy. Kids, please make fun of me.
They weren't endorsing dabs, which
they weren't endorsing
good.
dab doing a dab. They weren't endorsing dad doing a dab.
The dabbing dad. The dab.
And I'm glad that's the only dab they did in that movie.
Yeah, well, of course.
They only dabbled in it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a dab joke, but you know what? No, I won't. Yeah. But no, but honestly, what was I gonna say before? Kids are smart. Yeah, I'm really happy that they didn't like do like the horror tropes. Yeah. And a lot of
there are scenes that I thought they'd do a horror trope, but then they were like, nope, that's a smart decision.
Oh,
that's smart.
The first scene. I'm not going to say what happened in it. The first scene. This kind of confused me. There's something that was like leading up to this jump scare or jump scare, and then cut to title card.
Yeah, no jump scare.
No.
There was one jump scare that I was like, but that's it.
Yeah, and they used this stuff well, and I liked it. And yeah, all the they made us care for the characters, which is something
amazing.
Which is something that loads of horror films don't do well. Like when people review horror films, they always go, "Oh, did I care for the characters? Did I not care for the characters?" And in this instance, we did care for the characters. I even cared for the bad guys.
I cared for everyone.
Everyone. Maybe not the twins.
Less the bad guys, but still I cared for everyone.
You know, the twins. I didn't care for them.
That's the only part of the movie I can say that I didn't like. When they're like, oh, your brother's weird. I'm like, what's he doing that's weird? Tell me.
He's building a tunnel.
He's building a tunnel in the sand. He's building... How old is he? Like 10? He's building a sandcastle.
He's 11.
How is that weird?
He's 11.
He's 11? Well, I probably built sandcastle when I was 11. I still do. No.
You better really? Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Anyway, but like, yeah, all of the kids were like, ooh, and the costumes were good. I mean, I don't have an eye for costumes, but I guess they were great. Yeah. There was something bad with them.
This is one thing. This is a question I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen in the trailers, right? Like they wear the red, and they have the gloves, and they have the knife.
Yeah.
Where did they get them?
get them from down the tunnel.
Where did they get them in the tunnel?
Look, well, you can ask all these questions, but like, God gave them to.
Yeah, God did it.
God gave them
Weird God
scissors.
references in this, but you know.
Well, okay. How did the people up there get their costume? That's a completely different.
How did the clones? I have questions about.
I don't know, man.
The creation.
How did the Silurians from Doctor Who get all their shit? Did they make them? Did they make the scissors? Huh? Did they
make shining gold scissors?
Did they make the clothes? Is there a sweatshop down there?
A sweatshop,
guys. Is
it corrupt? Do
is
we
it
have to expose it? Are we exposing
It's
it?
their own society.
Yeah.
Is it made out of the? This isn't really a spoiler, but is it made out of the rabbits? You know.
No, the rabbits from the trailer.
Maybe the rabbits did like shitted and they
Like shat out scissors.
Like don't they shit gold? No, they don't shit gold.
No, that's
sorry.
No,
but like, could they have like used the ground and put it up a butt of a bunny and then somehow make gold? No, okay, this isn't. Let's get off this thing.
Anyway, back to the film.
Cast was great. The directing was great. You know,
Amazing.
Same thing about the jump scares. I mean, everything that we kind of talk about in this, you know,
still great.
Great. I'm trying to think of what else did they do really well. I mean, we're not going to talk about the story, but let's talk about how they handled kind of the like acts.
Yeah.
Like I think all the acts were like.
I think Act
really good.
Act 1. If I had to rank the acts, I think Act 2 would be my favorite. Is when like
it always is.
They first discover like the us people and like that scene where it's in the trailer. Then the scene when they're just standing in like the hall in like the driveway, and like the dad just goes like clicks or something, and they go like scatter. I'm like fuck, like that was scary. Like the people behind us that we mentioned before, they're like fuck.
Yeah, like oh geez. Yeah, I mean, I think the story. Let's like the actual film story itself. I mean, that's something we have to talk about. You know, I loved this story. I thought it was really great, really smart.
Yeah.
There was minor, maybe the tiniest plot holes, but those are just nitpicks.
Yeah.
Just nitpicks, which
I don't have like a big problem with the film.
If we were to say them, we'll talk about it in the bad side of stuff. I loved all of it. I loved like the whole story. I think was really well done. I liked a lot of people, you know, have different opinions on the ending, which we're not going to say. Yeah. But I liked the ending.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh no, he was so good. But then after, I was like, thinking about him, like, I don't mind the ending, and I don't mind the ending. The characters are great. The scenario was great. I mean, it really felt like you were doing this journey with them, and I like you would see them move to place to place, and then you would. It went more worldwide than I thought it would, because Get Out's just like in that little like.
I mean,
little house.
I know, but like this was kind of like set in Santa Monica. Is that it?
It was near
Monica
Santa
Beach,
Monica,
that kind of area. It was mainly set there, but like
I know, but like when they went like to the pier, I was like, whoa, I thought they were just gonna stay there. Like, because the only part of the trailer I've seen was I saw them in the beach, but I thought that was like would be earlier in the film, but I forgot all about the trailer.
Oh yeah. Also, the beginning of the film is like really good. I love the beginning of the film, the beginning scene.
Oh yeah. The like when like she got the Thriller shirt when she won, because that was 86, 85.
No, maybe.
I thought I was
maybe 86.
Yeah,
but like Thriller came out in like 83, 84.
Yeah,
but that doesn't matter. No, but like, yeah, really great. Basically, yeah, the film's really great. The story's really great. You feel like you're going on this journey. Let's now talk about the stuff that we didn't like, which is not much.
Not much.
I don't have much to say.
I just have to say that maybe
like there were tiny little nitpicks.
Maybe the twins could have been,
nicer, but like
nicer,
no,
but like
there's gonna be some douchey characters. Maybe some stuff that I didn't
maybe,
like. There's not much.
Maybe more explanation of what's actually going on.
But it's still alright. I mean, the tiniest nitpicks are like, how did they get there, or how did he know to do that? Like,
it's like the things was like
there was there's a certain scene. There was this certain scene that I had nitpicks about. It was only one scene of the whole entire film.
What?
And I want to say it, so just okay.
Spoilers.
I gotta say it. The bit when they drive the car, and they see the kid and the fire behind them.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how that kid will know that the oil would go to the car.
No, I think
Like, I don't know. Like, because
No,
the
no,
oil was a trail.
was-
Maybe it was everywhere. But, like, maybe he knew it was on the ground. He just used it to his disposal.
No, I think he cut. He was under the car. He maybe cut like a thing where the oil came out when they reversed. Remember they reversed from where he was.
Oh, I didn't know he was under the car.
Yeah, because like they were like, "What's that?" And like you heard like a little bump. You heard like a. Boom,
Oh, I
boom,
mean,
boom, boom.
yeah, I get that, but like,
So maybe like I think
was he always under the car, or did he
No,
just?
I think he sneaked under.
he
Oh, maybe
sneaked-
maybe he always was.
I
No,
hope not.
I don't think so. No, I think
And also another tiny nitpick was just when the kid was moving behind, and then the girl was there conveniently behind the car.
I think the mom was just.
to grab the kid and went off. You know, when he's like moving behind. But
I
that's
can
the
get that.
tiniest nitpick
But, like,
that I was totally
can,
fine with.
But like I can just say that because like you know sometimes you just can't excuse nitpick. But I can just say maybe she was involved with the trap as well, and like that was just in case. Like
Yeah,
things didn't go as well.
Maybe she just sneaked
like-
on at the same time where she saw. all those
Also, another
people.
thing, why was the kid the only one who really mimicked the other person?
Because I think he was the most sane. I think he was mimicking the most sane out of the. Okay. Here's my thing. The adult woman person who's mimicking the main character. Not mimicking. I mean the same person. I mean they got this conflict going on. The big guy, he doesn't have. I'm not saying he doesn't have much of a. He has a brain, of course, but like he's kind of
Like a
doing whatever the
klutz,
girl
yeah.
says, and then the little girl. Not the little girl, the daughter, she's crazy, so she's not even gonna try to be mimic with that
Yeah.
person. They're completely crazy. And I think the boy, because they both wear masks and they kind of feel there's a connection between them, and they're both like fire.
The synopsis said
And
they
they're
all
not
had masks.
trying to. Well, that's
Yeah, I know.
that's not true. I mean, they were in the shadows, I guess.
Yeah, they're in the shadows.
But and I guess they have that kind of connection in the shadows.
oh yeah, what we do in the shadows?
Yeah, but
Anyway,
we'll save that for another day. But I think they had that kind of connection. And not much bad. I liked nearly everything. Not much bad stuff. I don't think. Maybe. I want more. Maybe. I don't know. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much.
I think I need more explanation.
Maybe a little bit more explanation of why this happened.
Who, what, when, where, how?
Like why did the certain thing happen? Like mainly more explanation for the ending, and we're not gonna spoil the ending, but like the ending, they have the certain ending that
I think
I like, but could have been
think-
like more loved.
Yeah,
If
I think this
had an
film was
explanation.
more about the family.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to know how the clones were made. I don't need to know that. I would like to, but I can live. I think the it's written to be about the mum and the family. It's not written to be a global apocalypse movie. It's not
Yeah.
like World War Z.
Mhm.
It's about these people, how they survive.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to know how like you know in movies sometimes when they spoil how they got created it kind of ruins. Like you know when like you like there's a demon in a movie and like it's suddenly revealed and it's like not as scary anymore because you see it and it's explored. You're like okay. So this movie I don't need to know.
Yeah.
I can live without it. I can live without it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like the ending as much because it explained too much.
really.
No, explained.
I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
It explained good, but then the ending, which is the divisive part, I can say that I didn't need to know that. They could have hinted towards it, like did like a little like ooh, but I don't think they needed to go the full nudge.
Yeah. Also about the ending, I liked it, but it didn't feel as grounded as the
Yeah.
other endings.
It felt too crazy.
Because
It was
like the
too-
last like couple of shots of the scenes of this, there's big things going on, and it didn't feel as grounded. But
exactly that's why it felt so weird.
yeah, but I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it, but like after seeing that, I kind of want to. I want to see more, but I don't want them to make a sequel. I don't want to do anything. But it keeps me wanting more and understanding.
I want them to do.
How is this gonna go? Like
I don't want them to do A Quiet Place 2. Another like I think a John Krasinski. No. I mean like because I know they're making it,
know.
but like I don't want them to do like they do another family experiences. I don't think that's a good idea because the whole plot is of the mum. That's the plot.
Yeah. But
It's kind of confusing.
yeah. Oh, also, quick thing about the actors and stuff. Great chemistry. But
Yeah, loved them. Loved it.
But they're in and great performances from all of them. Even the kids.
Yeah, even the kids. Like I expected like the little child to be like a bit annoying, but no, it was fine.
No, and
Everything
the girl,
was great.
Like they all played like an evil version of themselves, and they all play that evil version of themselves like really good.
Yeah, I say
Like
I
really
can
talented
say
actors.
least favorite character is definitely the twins or like the other family.
But they did their part.
But they're not in the movie too much.
Yeah, but and final thing about the ending. Yeah, it just didn't feel as grounded as I said because
It felt
this big
too
thing
much.
happened, and it just made me go like, how is this gonna go?
Yeah.
Or like, what's going on? And it makes you go, what's gonna happen? But I like the ending. I don't have much hate for it. They had this sudden. I don't know if this is like spoiling. Okay, if you are sensitive to the miniest of spoilers, cover your ears. Take this off. I don't know when you'll know when to listen again. But
I think people who'd watch this has already seen.
okay, the smallest of spoilers is. Oh crap! I forgot. No, this.
It's just like.
Oh no! I
what?
did forget.
How did you forget?
Oh god! Oh, that's annoying.
Is it about the ending?
I don't remember. Is
Leo,
it?
how do you not remember?
Oh god, no. Oh crap.
Leo, did you
The
forget?
tiniest is oh shoot. No, I forgot. Wait, what did I say before?
I can't
Wait,
remember.
let me think. Oh, okay, I've got it. Yeah, minor spoiler. Yeah, the film has a twist. There's a twist at the end, and I'm not gonna say what it is because I'm making this as minor as possible. But the ending has the ending is a twist, and I didn't mind the twist. I don't think it was like I didn't love the twist. Like I didn't go like, oh wow, this lifts the film even more. But I like the twist. I don't have a problem with it. It's a good twist. They didn't.
I feel like
F up
it
the
was
twist.
better than them getting away scot-free or like something
Yeah.
like that. Like because like I'm not gonna like it was better than like like the end of other films is like the movie just some like oh everyone's fine or like one person dies and it's like oh everyone else is fine.
Yeah. So yeah, the twist is I'm not gonna say what it is, but I think that twist added something to it. And yeah, if I think about it, like if I actually think of like continuity wise, the ending and if it all went perfect to plan, I'm now thinking it would still be weird. What would they be doing? So I like the end.
I was not expecting it. I was like, what?
I kind of was expecting it in a way, and I'm not trying to sound smug like, oh yeah, I knew it. I didn't think they were going to do it, but I was like, early on in the film, I was like, oh, I can imagine them doing this, and then they did do that, and I'm fine with it.
Because one of them was the only one that could do something, and I was like, Because I didn't think of anything about it.
I've seen loads of stuff that if there are doubles, I've seen like loads of twists within those double thins about that a certain thing happens, which happened in this. But anyway, love the film. Not much nitpicks.
Love the film. It was
great.
Honestly great.
So time to come to our conclusion. Come to our rating.
Conclusion. Get Out or Us? Which one was better? On the spot.
On the spot. I don't know. I mean, I had more fun watching Us, but I very much liked Get Out.
Good.
Okay, so so we're about to give our rating, but before we do that, let's just reestablish our ratings. You would probably know it if you've seen
Let's just name them.
Before,
Let's just name them.
let's just go from the bottom to the top. This is our ratings. So from the bottom is Shit Show, which is just absolute shit. Bore Snore, Get Out the Door is the one above it, which means it's kind of boring. I didn't like it. Followed that is Disappointment. So we had,
Book Appointment for Disappointment.
That's a better one. Book Appointment for Disappointment, which means it isn't a horrible film, but we wanted so much more and it just did not deliver. Then when you're at the middle mark where, hey, it's starting to get good. Hey, it's fun, which is like, I had a good time. It was fun. It wasn't amazing.
Which we
it
gave
wasn't
to Escape Room.
Escape Room. Yeah. I mean, hey, it wasn't amazing. It didn't do too many great things, but it was a fun ride. Then there's Fantastically Splendid, which means it was a great film. I loved this film. It had its problems, but I loved this film, and I think it was really well done. And then at the very top, at the highest one, we have Classic. So this
Classic
might be
or masterpiece.
This masterpiece. So maybe we'll give it to give a film like we believe this is going to be a modern masterpiece, or we think, oh, it's really well done.
Yeah.
It's so great. So time to give our ratings. Louis, go first.
Fantastically Splendid and a half.
Fantastically Splendid.
Maybe
and a half?
like and a quarter.
Okay.
Maybe at least Fantastically Splendid. What are you gonna give?
And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it. It's a classic. I'm gonna give it
classic.
I'm gonna give it classic.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's now like one of my favorite.
I think
horror
I can
films, honestly.
find more flaws in it than you do, but like, go ahead, give it classic.
And I'm gonna
do it.
I
Do
like
it.
There's so many films that are classics that have loads of flaws. Like one of my favorite films, Halloween, which I think we both would agree that is a classic. It has loads more flaws.
Totally has flaws.
Loads more flaws than this film.
Totally.
So I feel like this film deserves the classic mark. I mean, it's got a great mix of everything. It's got, you got your little slash elements, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got little slash elements. It's got awesome elements that like family, characters you care about, and a unique story, a unique idea, a really smart pacing, smart this, well done
Smart
music,
writing, smart directing, smart
this.
sound.
So I think it really deserves its classic.
God, why can't we review a film that's bad? We've only reviewed good movies.
Yeah, I mean, Escape Room was okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was fun. But no, honestly, I'm going to give this one a classic because I think it was really, really good. And I think it will be remembered from years to come. Rather than films such as, don't get me wrong, we haven't seen Pet Sematary, but I'm sure... Actually, I'm not going to start talking shit about Pet Sematary. I haven't
even seen the original one yet.
Yeah, so anyway, no. But like, I honestly believe I'm going to give this a classic because...
Yeah, go ahead, give it a classic.
I love it. So
yeah.
what are you going to... So you
Fantastically
already...
Splendid
Fantastic Splendid.
and a half.
Why?
Because I can find, like... The first instinct of when the ending happened, I was like, ugh. And then there were some parts I was like, okay. But overall, I don't give many films Fantastically Splendid. I have a harsher rating than a lot of people. So like, you would give a film like Fantastically Splendid, and I'll just be like, it's fun. But like, what? If you were like,
yeah. Actually, no, I agree because we once did a Friday the 13th with you. And
you gave it a Fantastically Splendid, and I was like.
Because it did shit. But that's not the point. Talk.
Not the point. Okay, so I think it's a modern masterpiece, but not like to me. It's a Fantastically Splendid, which I would give to other films that I can't name off my head. Top of my head.
You would give Babadook a classic.
I'll give Babadook a Fantastically Splendid.
Okay.
I'll give this Fantastically Splendid and a half.
Insidious. You give Fantastic Splendid.
No, I think Insidious is not the best film. I just find it really fun to watch. So I'll give that hey it's fun.
Is it just horror films we're talking about or just films?
What? It doesn't matter. What about you? What do you explain? You explain yourself.
Why? For what?
I'm gonna put you on trial.
Why give it a classic?
Why did you give it a classic?
I already just said that.
Yeah, I know, but let's just go because like final.
I honestly I wouldn't say I'm saying it. I'm not saying a classic because it's my personal opinion. Shit, what the... Yeah, of course it is. Sorry, what?
Yes.
No, what the hell?
This is definitely a classic.
No. I think it's just a classic for what it is. It's done this. It will be remembered. It's smart. He's done a great job. He's done this. I'm giving it a classic because I honestly believe it deserves a classic. I'm not doing like biased favoritism. I'm looking at it from no opinions, but looking at it and I'm like, no, it deserves a classic. And all classics always have flaws. They loads of them do.
Every film has a flaw.
So I think this one has the least amount of flaws. So I think it deserves a classic. It deserves a classic. I love it. It's good. It's really great. It's now in my top 10 favorite horror films of all time. Maybe top 7 because I only really have like 7 films I really like. Yeah. And this is one of them. And actually, no, go back to top 10 because I'm thinking films like Get Out and Hush. So never mind. Yeah.
Ooh, Hush.
I like Hush.
Hush is good.
I want to give it a masterpiece though.
No,
but we'll save it for another review. But honestly, masterpiece. So final remarks, masterpiece.
It's Fantastically Splendid and a half.
And a half.
And a quarter.
You know what? Why don't you give it a masterpiece, huh? Come on, do it. Do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Come on.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
Don't.
Come on, why not? Do it. Just one time.
Peer pressure.
Give it masterpiece.
No.
I'm going to get out my gun. Okay. No, honestly, yeah. I say Fantastically Splendid.
And a half.
Okay.
You keep forgetting that half.
And a half, fine. I mean, I don't really count halves.
I do.
You just give it a mark.
Fine.
Half?
Fantastically Splendid.
So it's the bottom half.
You mother.
Okay, no.
Motherfucker.
Okay, yeah. A really very, very high, Fantastically Splendid. Yep, great film. So, to conclude, Leo gave it a classic, and Louis gave it a Fantastically Splendid and a very positive smile. And yeah, that's about it. It's already out in theaters, so go check it out.
Definitely.
By the time we made this, we're a little lazy. We just haven't found the time. But it's probably only gonna be in the cinema for maybe like
a week or two.
Maybe a week or two. So go check it out. Buy it on DVD when it comes out. It's well worth it. Another fantastic film by Jordan Peele. And I said this to you in the car on the way back. Yeah. I honestly believe that if Jordan Peele makes these great films again, he may be the new Alfred Hitchcock of our century.
Yeah.
Although he hasn't.
What if James Wan and then Jordan Peele did like
a baby had a baby,
did a movie together?
That
would be a classic.
It'd be of course.
That would be a freaking classic.
It'd be great.
That's
it'd be
what
great.
I would want. And Lee Winnell.
As long as if they don't have conflicting opinions, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, check it out. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah. Final words.
Final word. Fantastically Splendid. And let's talk about if you're listening to this on iTunes, or like whatever you're watching, rate us good, please. Rate us, whatever. Like, tell us if you liked it or not in the comments, because there are comments in these kind of things.
Like and subscribe.
No,
yeah. I mean, do what you want, man. But no, thanks for listening. If you've listened this far, thanks a lot. And God bless.
Final words. God bless.
God bless, and your final words.
The USA. The US.
Yeah. Oh yeah, USA. Oh yeah, USA.